Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. It's time for a bird video.
Policing thoughts and speech because it is easier. Deputy Chief Constable Mark Hamilton, who leads on hate crime for the NPCC, said the response to hate crime was a key priority after the inquiry into the murder of Stephen Lawrence, and they have a legal duty to protect victims under the Human Rights and Equality Act. Tackling hate crime is a priority for policing, however, it does not detract from the service to victims of other crime types, and anyone who has been a victim of a crime should report it to the police, he said. I can't tell, right? I can't tell considering how, again, I mean, according to this right here, you know, only 7% of violent crime ends in prosecution. So it seems like you should be focused more on that, which affects everybody, right, than this other issue. And I'm not saying hate crime is not serious. Obviously, that's serious, right? But if you're defining that as social media comments, particularly comments that, you know, are not, you know, a threat of violence or not anything like that, it's just people expressing their opinions about a certain issue, then that's an issue. Right? That right there, again, it means that your priorities are out of line. Again, that's not to say they shouldn't police that. That's not to say they shouldn't protect the LGBTQ community. Right? But a part of protecting that community is protecting everybody equally. Okay? And this is what I talk about. There are people that say they want, you know, equality, but to me it seems like their definition of equality means having special rights and privileges. When equality is having a police car, right, that does not have special political messages on it, that is there to enforce the law equally for everybody, right, to make sure that the LGBTQ community, they're getting the policing, right, and justice that they deserve, right, and everybody else as well, too. Okay, that's what equality actually is. Equality is not showing favoritism towards a certain group of people, okay, just to make political statements. That's not equality, right? Early interventions such as responding to hate crime is also one of the most effective actions to reduce the escalation of violent crime and community tensions. Again, I'm not saying I disagree with that. I agree with that statement. Again, it's just priorities is my real question here. What are you really prioritizing? Because again, social media comments, you're policing thought and speech, right? You need to really be focused on things that actually pose a danger to people, right? Anybody can get on social media and say anything. Okay, and again, it's not right to threaten people, right? I don't condone any threats of violence or anything like that. But again, if this is not a threat of violence, then, you know, hey, you know, that's free speech, right? It's free speech. And to me, again, it's a slippery slope when you get into trying to police those things just for the sake of doing it. So, like I said, man, this is happening in the UK. Would not be surprised if this eventually reached America. It probably will, to be quite honest with you guys. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace. The media confronted Biden about his falling poll numbers, right? And how the American people have basically lost confidence in his ability to handle this crisis and his effectiveness as the leader of the free world. Now, when confronted with the fact that American people are really questioning his ability to lead right now, Biden laughs it off. Take a look. And then
look, I had a basic decision to make. I either withdraw America from a 20-year war, depending on whose analysis you accept.
We all know that that's not the real rationale here, right? The reality is that Biden messed up, okay? And in the face of messing up, and the fact that American people are in tune with the fact that this has been a disaster, he can do nothing but laugh, right? He can just laugh it off, right? Just laugh it off. He's laughing. Again, as we have a disaster going on, right? In multiple levels of this country, right? Not just Afghanistan. You gotta remember, we have a border crisis. We have an inflation crisis. There ain't nothing to be laughing about, man. There's nothing to be laughing about right now. Even though I must say I do laugh quite a bit, but I am not the commander-in-chief or the leader of the free world that is residing over this crisis. Okay? So, we're not the same, right? Not the same situation as Biden, okay? Now, he's not the only person that's laughing. Kamala Harris is also laughing as well, as she was giggling when asked about what's going on in Afghanistan. Take a look.
We're talking about two things. First, Afghanistan. We couldn't have a higher priority right now, and in particular, our priority evacuate American citizens.
All right, guys, so the vice president is laughing as well. Right? She's laughing too. Okay, and it appears to be something that you don't want. It's trial and error, and it's not intuitive at all. When you do get a clue, it's always something vague, like look for something strange in a tree, or look near the crossroads. That really helps. Near the crossroads? Which fucking crossroads? This is Castlevania 2, Zelda 2 bullshit. And I love it when they use directions like north and south. The game is slanted at a 45-degree angle. Which way is south? How about a compass? How about a map? How about anything? Oh, that's nice. I'm stuck. Is this where the scenery runs out? Then there's all these open doors that you can't go in. That's another peeve of mine. If you can't go in the door, don't have a door there. At least make the door closed. It's a psychological tease. I hate games that do that. Fuck the townspeople. Fuck not knowing where to go. I'm good at those games that keeps changing the fucking rules. What happened here? Where'd I go? Found some kind of glitch. The enemies are just random guys. Some of them take your coins and some of them take you to the dungeon. Fuck, no! The people who stand still help you out. They give you coins, or better yet, weapons. That really helped. All the weapons have the same range. They just fly about 10 miles away. That explodes! By the way, this won't change history at all. Let's go around blowing people up. Let's kill some ancestors. That's real great. As long as it doesn't affect the Wild Stallions concert. When they come back to the present, it's going to be some kind of Planet of the Apes shit. They're going to be playing to an audience full of intelligent sloths. Another item you can get is an audio cassette. I love how the knight casually says, "Bill asked me to give you this audio cassette," as if the knight would have any idea what that is. What does it do? It plays music and makes everybody dance. It's real helpful, especially since you don't even need a cassette player. Just throw the cassette on the ground. Hey, want to listen to some tunes? One of them will make Rembrandt appear in one of the random houses. How do you find this bait? You want to know? Guess what? By jumping into things. This game treats you like an idiot. Like, hey kids, you want to play a Bill and Ted game? Well, here you go. Go jumping around in the fucking bushes and fences. That'll keep you busy. Have fun. There's no shortcut around it. You have to roam the entire stage, jumping into everything. And I mean everything. There's people who give you clues. Sometimes it's as simple as going up and talking to them. Other times, you have to select your own responses. The right answer will lead to another thing you have to respond to, and then another.
Themselves came directly from the set of Steven Spielberg's AI. We got a good deal.
I take it he doesn't like AI.
I love AI. Look at those toilets.
Okay, so maybe you can explain this. What is dripping out of the tree?
Nerd. That's called subtlety. In that tree is Tromy the nuclear rodent. He's got diarrhea. God, come on, man. Get with it.
Now I know. Okay, so maybe you could tell me what's going on with the clouds here. And the other cloud that's pissing on you, what's going on there? Is it a different cloud than the other one?
Please leave my personal life out of this, if you don't mind. This is a historic. This is the first use in a video game of a golden shower until the Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Oh, dude.
I have not played those. Maybe I'll have to try them now. What are you talking about? Why is it always got to be bats?
These aren't bats, nerd. These are cats with wings. When I was a teenager in Tijuana, I had some pussy with wings, and...
Answer the phone, Joshua!